Welcome once again to Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. I'm pleased to bring to your attention two great new fiction novels that are very highly recommended. The very first one is A Slow Fire Burning by Paula Hawkins. This is published by Doubleday Canada, and in Canada it retails for $35. If the name Paula Hawkins sounds familiar, it's because you would have heard of a previous book by her, The Girl on the Train. That was her explosive debut novel, which was made into a movie and really launched her career in the writing world. A second book of follow-up did not do as well, but now with the third book, A Slow Fire Burning, we find she's truly back to form. To be honest, the book is not quite as riveting as The Girl on the Train, but then again, we shouldn't compare all succeeding books with previous books. Every book works well in its own right. And in this book, there is a very complex murder mystery. A man by the name of Daniel Sutherland is found dead on his houseboat. Now, that starts a story, and we meet a large group of people who immediately become suspects. The body is found by a neighbor on another houseboat. Her name is Miriam, and she finds the body. And she also finds a bloody key there that she takes with her that she doesn't tell the police. She doesn't report it right away, so it is rather suspicious as to why she chose not to call the police. She's sort of a snoopy neighbor who's like a know-it-all, who sees all, and she's a very interesting character. Now, a girl by the name of Laura, on the night he died, she was seen leaving his houseboat. She had blood on her face and on her hands, and so one would naturally put two and two together and figure, she's a killer. Well, of course, everything in a mystery novel is not always black and white. You have to have your sort of red herrings. Now, there are some other interesting people who are part of the book, including Daniel's aunt Carla. Now, she's an interesting person too, and as we find out later, she becomes a sort of suspect too, along with her husband Theo. He's an interesting person too. So Paula Hawkins writes the book in such a way that you aren't sure who's the guilty person, though any one of them seem very guilty. So that is the mark of an excellent writer, when they can take the characters and make them all seem like one of them was the killer. Now, of course, I'm not going to say were they the killers. I'm not going to give you that spoiler. But let's just say A Slow Fire Burning works very slowly. The book is not overpowering. It works at its own pace. And actually, the book is told through multiple viewpoints. So we get everybody's perspective on their life, on what they thought of Daniel, the victim. So it's very intricately put together, the book, but then again, that's what we expect from Paula Hawkins, thanks to The Girl on the Train. That launched the career, and this has kept their career going. So those who like a very slow, subtle mystery thriller, this book, A Slow Fire Burning, works slowly, and it also works very well. And the second book of note is Last Girl Ghosted by Lisa Unger. This is published by Park Row Books, and it retails for $34.99. Anyone who's tried online dating service will be able to relate to this book. There are a lot of phony people on the dating sites, phony pictures, and they're not who they seem they are. Well, this book revolves around a dating site called Torch, and a girl by the name of Wren Greenwood, she is finally coaxed by her best friend Jax to get on the dating site called Torch. Now, Wren Greenwood, she's an advice columnist, and she has a column called Dear Birdie, where she helps the lovelorn, and Jax thinks that she should take care of herself first. So she convinces her to join Torch, and she sees a profile of a man by the name of Adam Adam Harper. And she likes him. They click immediately, and they do meet. They do go out several times, and she actually likes him. And then suddenly, he disappears. His profile's gone. Her emails to him are returned, her text messages come back, and it's just like he's disappeared off the face of the earth. But the question is, why? And then a man, a private investigator by the name of Bailey Kirk, enters the picture, and he goes to visit Wren, and he tells her that the man called Adam Harper may be a killer. He is working on behalf of the family of a woman by the name of Mia, who was part of the torch site, and she went missing after meeting Adam Harper. In fact, there are 2 other women who also have gone missing as well. So the suspicion is obviously pointed at Adam Harper, and he finally sends Wren a message that things aren't as they seem. But the question is, are things as they seem? Bailey Kirk is a very interesting character too. With Wren, it almost seems like they have a connection together, but in Wren's life, she's had a horrible life too. She's changed her name to Wren because she had a horrible past with her father, who was a killer. And so that part of her life is there's still secrets that are haunting her. So Last Girl Ghosted is a very appropriate title because the ghosts of her past life are coming back to haunt her while she's looking for love, and Adam Harper still factors into the book. And of course, I'm not going to tell you any more about what exactly he is and who he was and who he will be, but it makes for a very interesting book. And those who have tried the dating services might think twice because there are some pretty creepy people out there. So anyways, those were the 2 books that I just wanted to draw to your attention. A Slow Fire Burning and Last Girl Ghosted. So when you're at your local bookstore and considering your purchases for fall or winter reading, these 2 books should be at the top of your list as well. So as always, I do thank you for taking the time to watch my Shelf Life online book review videos, and I hope you will comment. So as always, stay in touch, stay safe, stay sane, stay social distancing, and we'll talk again real soon. Thank you, and bye for now.